cantiknya buat bibirku tak berhenti.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've been here because I've been busy. School has been stressful, but don't worry, I'm back again with another video. And if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Louisa Danah. I create content on the international student life experience of students in France. If you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for coming back to watch my video. So today I'm going to be reading my motivation letter again. This is a different one. This is the motivation letter which I used in applying to my school, so something like a SOP or to the school. And with this application letter, I was able to win a scholarship, an automatic scholarship from the school. And so I felt like, okay, I can share this also. And if you are applying to a school with an automatic scholarship, you can use some tips from this motivation letter and apply. I'm going to be using my laptop to read this motivation letter to you. Before I go on to read this motivation letter, I want to give a brief history on my school. So my school is ISA, which means Institut Supérieur d'Agricole, and it's a school in France, an engineering school in France, which is more of a private school. So that's a brief history of my school. And let's move on to my motivation letter. Alright guys, so I'm going ahead to read. I think that I said most of the tips in my previous video. If you haven't watched, I'm going to leave a link up here. Please go watch it. And so with this, I just want to read so that you have an idea of how I also did mine, and you could take up some ideas. So with the introduction: dear recruiting team, with my enthusiasm, With my enthusiasm, I want to attend a 2-year Master of Science and Engineering degree in Food Science in Lille, so as to expand my passion in food products development from the walls of my kitchen into the four corners of the world. My love for food product research and development began at age 11, when I had to give recommendations to my mom on food ideas she could try out on her small-scale food business. Since then, I've always been intrigued about food innovation. So this is my introduction, trying to tell them why I am choosing this particular course in their school, because I love food product development. And so I go on to talk about my history, about things that I've done academically and all of that. So during my stay in Universite, I have succeeded in developing excellent understanding of the basic concepts of food. Each of my given tasks and projects seemed more and more interesting, which further led to my interest in solving problems in the field of food science and technology. I enjoy experimenting with food commodities, and I think I have a natural creative flair. One major problem I'm passionate about solving. So here, after talking about how I love studied food science already from my bachelor's, I talk about a problem that I am interested about. So one major problem I'm passionate about solving is the over-reliance of Ghanaian food industry on other countries for raw produce. I want to add value to our raw foods, thereby decreasing post-harvest losses. So this is going into details of the problem, which is more of a food science problem. And so with this passion, I managed to apply a great extent of theory at my mom's business, which resulted in an increase in the shelf life of the natural food products she made. I am confident that I will be able to apply this flair to new projects in Lille and increase my creative abilities with you. So here you can see that I already stated something that I've done. How should I put it? I've already made an impact on the small business of my mom's small business by this knowledge, by this interest in food science. And so it's not like I'm coming to the school with nothing to offer. I already have I've been able to help to increase the shelf life of my mom's product. And so I'm trying to tell them that, hey, I know what I'm up to, and I know when I come to your school, it's going to help me be a better person, be more, because I'm not like sitting there doing nothing. You get it? And then I move on to talking about what attracted me in the school. What about the school attracted me? And yeah, so I respect Lille's reputation for academic and research excellence, hands-on learning approach, and accessible internship opportunities. And that is why I'm motivated to get my Masters of Science and Engineering and food. That's too much, but I will there. So in the first line of this paragraph, I give a brief I state all that interests me about this school, and then I come to give details on it further in the paragraph. So furthering my education at Lille will enable me have a broader and practical view of food production and management at a universal level, with the teaching style being synonymous to the professional sector. So I'm giving like details on what I mean by academic excellence, hands-on learning approach, and accessible internship opportunities. And let me give you one tip. I got this information right from their website. So go to the school's website. The school usually is trying to sell themselves. I don't know, but they're trying to do something. So go to their website, check what exactly they are selling themselves on. What are they bragging about? What are they saying that maybe 90 or 80% of their students get admission and get jobs after admission? What are they selling themselves about? Use that in your letter and relate it to how these things are going to help you as an individual, and not just tell them about how good their school is, because probably they know. So I said the obligatory internship scheme in Lille is an opportunity for me to adapt to new technologies in food product development, get an exposure to different problems and diverse food cultures, so I can contribute to solutions in the food sector. So don't let it be all about your school is this, your school is this. Okay, yes, we know our school is this, but what can it do for you as an individual? How is it going to help the world in the end? So make sure you state that clearly, all right? So apart from education, please, usually for schools abroad, they are looking for people who are like all round. Yeah, all round. They're not just looking for bookworms who are like book. So make sure in your motivation letter, after talking about what the school has, what you've done academically, and how that is going to help you, please slip in something about extracurricular activities, something about the culture, something especially to French schools, because I think French people love their culture so much, and so when you seem interested in their culture, it could give you a plus. So in the next paragraph, I said, apart from food science, the intercultural activities present will help me develop my capacity to work in a multicultural group, get me prepared to take on the global space. Said I have lived in 6 different cities since I was born, and I've also participated in several extracurricular activities, including writing and computer coding. So I strongly believe my diverse interests will make me a great fit in your intercultural environment. So you see what I did here? I said, okay, so apart from food science, I love how you are interested in intercultural. Your school has an intercultural environment, so I will get to work with people. And I like this because in my whole life, I have lived in different cities. I'm a diverse person. I love writing. I like coding. I've done some coding things. And so I feel like I'm going to be best. I'll be a best fit for your school. So I think after talking about your whole academic, give them a side of you that is not all about academics, and another side of you that will help them know that you will be a good fit in the school's environment. If you know your school is not like an intercultural thing, do not talk about this. You can look at for other things about you that will help you fit well in the environment, because apart from looking for brilliant students, they're looking for people who can fit well. Yeah. And I moved on to talk about France. I'm like, France is a very cultural country with interesting places. Like, please, I mentioned some places which I don't know of even up to now. And I also said I'm an avid culture exploring person. So I believe that because I love to explore and everything, France would be a very good place for me. And also I want to come to France because I want to learn to speak French. French is a pretty language that is spoken across the globe. Immersing in the French culture and interacting with inhabitants will make it easier to speak French fluently and give me an upper hand. And this is true. This is very true. So your motivation letter is all about, let me just give a brief recap on what I've said. It's all about talking about your passion, telling them what about the school is related to your passion, and then talking about other things apart from academics, extracurricular, the school's culture that would help you fit in. That is, if you tell them this about their culture is why you're applying, it means that you're a best fit for their culture and they're going to choose you and probably give you a scholarship. So guys, I was just editing this video and I remembered I didn't mention that for a motivation letter to a school, you should always talk about anything you talk about should be related to your special personality and how that is going to impact the school, and not only what the school has for you, but what you have as an individual that you can offer to the school. So that's talking about like all the other things I said, talking about your academic experience, your special things about you that helps you fit into their culture. So it should be more of the impact you can give and not more of what they can give you. I hope it makes sense. In my conclusion, I had to hit them, remind them of my motivation, remind them of why I'm applying and why they should accept me into the school and probably give me a scholarship. So yeah, I have a dream to reduce food insecurity in Ghana by relying on local ingredients and develop nutritious food products that is accessible to all. And I am firmly convinced that pursuing a Master's of Food Science and Engineering in Food Science in Italy will set the foundation for bringing these dreams to reality. From your practical education experience to the chance to better learn the French language and culture, Lille is the right place for me. So yeah, this was my conclusion. Tell me why they won't pick you. I mean, tell me why they won't pick you if you tell them this. Tell me why they won't give you a scholarship. No reason. Yeah. So please let your, as I said a lot in my previous video, please go watch it. Make sure your introduction and your conclusion is like firm, it's catchy, it's pushy, it's like, hey, I am this, I am this, I am this, so pick me. Or I can do this when I get here because of this that you have. Like, let them build that kind of rapport, and I think that your motivation letter is going to be great. And lastly, I want to say that though this is a video that I'm making to give you ideas, to give you tips on how to write a good motivation letter, remember that there is no exact formula. I tried this and it worked for me. Somebody probably tried the same style and it didn't work. So though you watch a lot of videos, please remember to stick to your style, do what you think is the best, and then just hope for the best. All the best to you all. So to conclude, I just said I look forward to be given an interview opportunity. Thank you very much for considering my application. Sincerely, Louisa. So that is it for my motivation letter to my school, or some call it a personal statement or SOP, I don't know, statement of purpose, exactly. So I think this is different usually for schools, for American schools. I really don't know, but this is what I used in applying to my school in France, and I was able to get into the school as well as an automatic scholarship from the school. I hope you loved this video. I tried to make this one shorter because I didn't want to talk more. If you want more details, go to my previous video. I'm going to link it up here or probably here. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and like it if you love, leave a comment on any questions you have, and also subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. And yeah, it's always fun to come here to talk to you guys, and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye.